problem that we have here is it sounds like the valves need to be adjusted, because you can hear them slapping. And after talking to the dealer, they gave me the go-ahead to pull the valve cover and adjust the valves seating that way that they're correct. So it's not too hard. They said just take these few bolts off, take the valve cover off, and then adjust the rockers and the valves, and that's what we're going to attempt to do. Alright, so what I did was I raised up the loader, raised it up, open the hood. This, you pull your pin here, pull this pin, and then this folds down. That kind of helps get in there and work a little bit better. They said that you had to take the DPF filter off. I don't think I'm going to take it off. I think I'm just going to work in there and get into there without removing that. I also locked the joystick so the loader can't be moved, but you push this in right here and pull it out to re-engage it. Alright, so moved these three 17mm bolts. I just loosen them and then hold them and throw them by hand, and then I'll put them in my box right here. And then we've got to take off this breather hose right here for the valve cover, and then we should be able to pull this off. Alright. I took this bracket right here off, and I took the alternator and the belt. Took the belt off, alternator off, to get this bracket out. I had to get these two bolts here and here off, and then these through right here, and then this got this out of the way. I'm gonna see if I can get it out, and let's try to do this one-handed. See if I can't do it and hold this camera. Yeah, there we go. That's it. And there's the valve cover. And there's the little port, exhaust port. So we'll sit this over here in our box parts. And he says it's got a reusable gasket, so you don't have to change the gasket or nothing. But you'll still have this hose off. I put a piece of rag inside of it. Now all we gotta do is adjust each one of these valves, which I've got to turn the engine, so I should be able to get in there on the flywheel and turn it, and put a socket on there, turn it, because we got to get the first one to top dead center. Alright, and then we'll set each one of these. Alright, let me show you what I found when I went to go adjust it. See on top of the valves, I found this laying down in here. It goes just like on that other one, goes right here. It goes right there. So when this valve rocker arm it I can focus. Anyways, it goes right there. Oh, I don't want to focus. Anyway, so it sits on top of this valve spring, and it fell down in here into the top of the valve plate on the top of the head. So anyway, so now we just need to adjust these. I wonder if I can set you up right here. Let's see. Maybe you can see how I do one of them anyway. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we've loosened this already, this nut. Now we're going to run this screw in. And let me set my feeler gauge in here. Tighten this down just a hair. It's a little too tight. About right there. And I don't want that to move. It didn't. Tighten that with the open in, and I can't fit my box in there, so I'm going to use a socket. Kind of can tell. It says like 17 inch-pounds, I think. That looks good. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, now we're going to go on to the next one. Alright, I'm going to pause the camera. You don't need to see me do each and every one of them. I can't hardly get a picture of it. Alright, so I put everything back together, that bracket, and I'm putting this alternator in. Now the hard part to get to is getting this washer, lock washer nut on that bolt back there. I mean, I guess alternatively you could probably put the nut and stuff on this side. But here's a little trick that I learned. You can take, if you get one of these stick magnets, and you just reach in here and then hard to do this with the camera in there. And then you put that in there like that, and so on and so forth, and you can hold that nut there and then turn the bolt. I can't do it with two hands, but let's try the lock washer real quick and see if I can show you doing that. Alright, lock washer's on there too. Now I gotta do the nut. Alright. Well, we got it all put back together. Let's see. Everything's tight. Now we gotta test it out and see if it sounds like it's tapping like it was before. There we go. thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.